have here today for highly anticipated sequel to Usyk Dubois. It got a bit physical on stage. You like to see that side to Daniel.
I don't like all that stuff, but you know what? It was what it was, and Daniel's up for this. He's up for this in a big way. He wants this fight. He prayed for it, and we delivered it. It's his chance to make history. It's the first time ever there's been a unification of the heavyweight division in the UK. It's the first time 4 belts, and it's his moment in time to cement his legacy in British sport, not just boxing, but British sport, by beating the guy who's done everything in the heavyweight division, from winning the Olympic Games, down to the cruiserweight, cruiserweight division, and unifying the heavyweight titles. This is a huge moment in time.
He said he's felt a lot of pain and anger since that first fight. Have you seen that, and do you feel like that's the key motivation for him heading into this one, revenge?
I don't know, his motivation has been from the beginning to become unified world champion. He wanted that from the beginning. He invested in very early, 9 years ago. And it's been a long journey, a couple of bumps in the road. He's put himself into a good place, and if he's ever going to do it, it's now.
And he wants absolute destruction, absolute domination this time. Obviously, you and Daniel.
That's how you beat these. You've got to dominate. You've got to hurt. That's the hurt business they're in, but he's got to get in there. He's got to show what he's all about, and he's got to be the boss. But that's a hard thing to do with Usyk. Usyk is a great fighter.
Does he need about how much he's improved since that first fight? He's on an absolute tear, Daniel is, and yeah, well, like that's wrong with him last time.
He's a totally different fighter. When I say a different fighter, he's got confidence and air about him. I know he's always had the power. He's been in some good fights. If you look at his record and look at the guys he's fought at his age, it's amazing. Compared with a lot of heavyweights when they start out, looking at the amount of fights he's had and what other fights have done. He's fought at a very, very high level. And his last 3 fights, he's been phenomenal. Phenomenal. The power that he's shown, the punch ability, the grit, the determination to come through the fights. And he's shown fabulous style. He's an exciting fighter. He's never in a boring fight. Every fight he has is an exciting fight. And this one is the big one.
Frank, what does Daniel need to do differently? Sorry. What does Daniel need to do differently in this rematch?
Win it.
And how do you think he can go about doing that?
How do I think? He's got to go out there. He's got to go, get behind his jab. He's got to let his bombs go, and he's got to be the boss. And if he's the boss, and if he can keep and sustain that, I think he can come through and stop it.
What are your thoughts on Usyk offering his team a 4v4 fight outside the arena?
I'm meeting them afterwards. We're going to sort it out between all of us.
Frank, how much do you think the body shots will play into this fight? Is Daniel going to focus on them?
I hope they do. I hope they come. You know, look, it's about throwing all shots. It's not just going to ride up being a body snatcher. That was the tactics from the first fight. You know, Daniel's, as I say, he's matured. He's shared the ring. He knows what's in front of him, and he knows what he's got to do. And he knows now that he can do it. He believes he can do it, as I do.
Frank, obviously the British event is unified heavyweight world championship, UK soil, and He's hosted it. Talk to us about that.
Well, this is a brilliant moment for me. It's a proud moment as a promoter that we've done it. It's the first time ever. This is history. This is not just boxing history. This is British sporting history. And I want Daniel to come through and, as I said earlier on, will then etch his name in British sport, being the first guy to ever hold the 4 belts.
Frank, there's a lot of conversation about Joseph Parker, maybe revisiting that fight with Daniel. Obviously, he's with yourself. Any talks on what's next for Joseph? Is there a chance he can feature in this card?
The WBO have made him the mandatory, so the winner of this fight has to defend against him. Instead of fighting Daniel, we'd have carried on with that fight for 1 belt. He now fights for 4 belts. He fights the winner for 4 belts. He's in a great position. In the meantime, we'll put him in a fight and keep him going.
What do you think of you, Mike Ben?
I thought it was an excellent fight. I thought it was a really good fight. They've done themselves and their families proud, and really, for me, showed what they were all about.
Frank, just get a few. Conor says he thought he should have won it by a round. How did you have
I thought Conor at the stage of the fight was coming around to the front, and then I felt at the end of the fight that Chris won it by a couple couple of rounds. He won the last 2 rounds. And that's when the size mattered in the last couple of rounds.
Frank,
Do you feel there should be a rematch?
I'm not really interested.
Frank, do you?
Frank, there's been talks. You can't talk heavyweight without talking Tyson Fury. He posted a video of him on Sugar Hill training. Have you had any conversations with Tyson?
No, I haven't. I'm glad to see he's training.
Frank, do you think the momentum of Daniel, I mean, the momentum he's on going into this fight is far superior than the one he was on in the first fight? Do you think that'll play a massive part in this fight?
Because he's been in with a better quality opposition and he's got experience. Listen, he went in with, going in with Usyk, he lost the fight, but he hurt him. Whatever way you want to look at it, he hurt him, and he's learned from that. I'm telling you, this next fight's going to be totally different.
And there was a lot of going around online. Obviously, I think you got the photo in your hand, and then it's the shot. Talk us through the shot from the first fight, Frank.
There it is. That is on the belt. It's not below the belt. And it's not the belt. It's the navel. Look at the record. You've got to look at the rules. The rules is the navel. So if you get a guy puts his shorts up there, that doesn't count. It's where your navel is. And somebody said, but you look at it, it comes from down here. Yeah, it's brought the shot up. It's where it connects to the Anyway.
What does it say about Usyk? He could have just sailed off into the sunset. It's pretty much proven everything.
He's a fighting man. I mean, they asked for the fight. He fancies it big time. Both of these fighters fancy it. This is to be a great fight. And the reason it's to be a great fight is because Usyk is a great fighter, and Daniel believes he can beat him. He believes that the referee didn't do him any justice last fight. All that's in the past. On the night, he thinks he's going to be the better fighter, and we're going to find out.
We saw obviously yesterday Daniel give Oleksandr a shove as well. Do you think that kind of that aggression from Daniel will be good or bad in regards to Usyk coming back at him?
We'll find out, won't we, on the 19th? Thanks.